Hey guys, how's it going? Today we'll be continuing to play Final Fantasy VII, and we are going to be solving some puzzles here in just a moment. We're going to be solving some puzzles of the floors. They're pretty standard at this point. This puzzle, you have to open a certain type of door in order to get this done right. So we're going to go to the computer right here, verifying key card, beep, 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 and we can only open 3 doors, and if you don't open them correctly, you don't get the prize at the very end. So you got to open this door right here for starters. Yes, open door. And you got to open this door over here. Go in through here, collect the A coupon, and now we're moving through the vents like so. Even though it tells you not to go through the vents, go through the vents. It's a good idea to go through the vents at this point. I never listen to the computer anyway, so it doesn't matter. B coupon, and now we open the final door, and we get coupon C. All right. Now we go in here, and we're gonna collect all the items. Like so. Just don't hit all clear, otherwise you have to do all this again. Just letting you know ahead of time. And I'm going to watch out for the all clear command. We're going to use coupon change. And now we're going to collect all the items. Awesome. Exchange coupon. And we get the star pendant, the 4 slots, and of course the all materia, which I'm going to equip right now because I just don't trust myself with it. We're going to give it to... yeah, we're going to give it to Tifa. Yeah, that's my plan. And I guess the ice material will be equipped here. I know I can use the 4 slots armor for equipping more. I'm kind of debating what I'm going to do with the materia later. In terms of battle, it does get into a debate as to how this is going to work. I just have the Buster Sword the entire way. But yeah, I haven't really updated my swords yet. I can't really. I mean, they haven't really given me any swords so far. So now we're moving on up to the next floor. Now we're going to solve the next puzzle. The next puzzle, which is basically this Midgar model that we have to put together. So, and of course it opens and it's all glorious and whatnot. And now we're going to find all the pieces to the said model. Locked. That one's open. And then we got to put them all back. As soon as you open it, you have to go in and put in the model piece, like so. And we're trying to save Eris, but we got to solve puzzles. We got to solve puzzles is what we got to do. It's kind of crazy that we're trying to save a human being, but we got to solve puzzles at the same time. But you know how it is with games. They make you do the most incomprehensible things during an emergency. So now we are going to attack these saw blade monsters. I don't even know what to call them. They're pretty vicious. We're just gonna use fire on them. Boom, and bolt. Hopefully it hits. I missed. And cure the party members. And of course, we're just trying to get Barrett's limit break at this point. He's gonna use Big Shot eventually. There we go. Big Shot. Now we're in it for the wins. Alright, now we cleared all the saw blade monsters. I'm assuming they have a name. I just haven't really looked it up yet. They do have a name, but I just call them the saw blade monsters, and apparently we just learned a new ability, which is Mind Blow, which is going to come in handy for draining MP from the enemy. So, now we got Another Midgar piece. Let's grab another one. Locked. Foiled again. Oh man. Midgar parts. There we go. Alright. So we're almost there. We almost got the Midgar model made. Hopefully it opens up in the right areas so I can actually finish this model. Let's see here. There we are. Midgar parts. Haha. So now we're almost done with the model. This is just a little miniature mini game that you have to do, otherwise you won't get the next key card to the next floor, which I find ridiculous that you have to do all this just for a key card, but I mean, it is what it is, you know. I didn't program this game. I love the way that they programmed it. It's just that I find it a little bit redundant to a certain degree that you have to solve a puzzle on the spot. But, you know. Anywho, pretty soon we'll be getting into the development of the Shinra characters. It's gonna be fun. Um, the Shinra characters, they come with a whole bunch of different personas, if you will, of the Shinra Electric Power Company. You'll see in a moment what different cliches we're going to be dealing with here. And we just got the key card. We're going to be moving on up. And of course, now we got all the Shinra members about to be in a meeting, and we're just going to sneak on in. Like so. And we're going to go in here inside the bathroom out of all locations. Climb up. There we go. And I think I always mess this part up because I can never tell the orientation of the actual controls, and I just did that. Climb up again. Oh my gosh. Because I can't tell which way is up and which way is down in the controls. But I got it this time. There we go. So, we listened to everybody in the suits, and they're just gonna raise rates on the Mako energy. And they say, oh, we're going to rebuild Sector 7, but they're not going to do it. They're just going to go with the Neo Midgar plan. And the Ancients, well, they're basically relying on Hojo, this scientist who's literally a mad scientist, really, to actually do everything in terms of like science and whatnot, to basically save them from a total disaster. So Hojo is is a character that I don't mess with because he's literally a mad scientist. Like he's literally a mad scientist. That's the cliche. And then you got President Shinra over there, who's the real bad guy. Apparently, it takes 120 years to solve this equation of Eris's mother and her, because apparently they're both ancients and she only has 18% of her ability, quote unquote. So it's crazy to think that that they're planning to breed her and all this other stuff just to get the science part done biologically. So I don't know if it would actually work. Honestly, it might just turn out to be an even bigger mess. But like I said, Hojo is a bad scientist. You know, I mean, what else can I say? It's a cliche, but it makes sense in a way because they need to have another ancient around because they're really the last ancients of the story, so it makes sense that they want to breed her, but they're doing it in an unethical way. So, um, now we're moving forward. I guess desperate times calls for desperate measures, but it's kind of crazy that they go about doing this in such an unethical way. But I guess that's science for you. I mean, there's trial and error, I guess. It's kind of odd. So now that we're at floor 67, we're moving on up. And this is where we get another wonderful moment where Cloud is basically asked if he remembers Hojo, And he says it's the first time I've seen him, so that's what he looks like. It's like, Cloud, we're relying on you for information, and I don't think he's very reliable at this point. But um, of course, in this part of the story, this is where we get introduced to another character in the story besides the mad scientist and besides all that, known as Genova. And Genova is basically this science experiment that um, fell from the sky very long, long time ago, according to what I've heard. And basically, Genova is Sephiroth's mother, essentially. And, well, sort of. It's kind of hard to explain. And this is the specimen they're going to be using to breed Eris. It's basically another character that we will be digging around later on to explain a little bit more of his backstory. And this is where we get introduced to Genova. Genova, oh noes. And of course, it's missing its head, which is really something scary. And of course, Cloud breaks down in his wonderful moments when we need him the most. He basically almost cracks, and he's got a psychological problem there. And of course, they brought it here, and it's like, oh my gosh, Cloud, be strong. And did you see it? And see what? And of course, it's almost like a mad experiment, like when you think about it. But yeah, that's basically Genova's character being introduced right there, and it is pretty scary. But at the same time, it's kind of like one of those campfire stories that you hear. It's like, oh yeah, the experiment, and it's missing its head. It's like, what? But so now we're gonna save the game, and we're basically gonna save right here. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy these videos as much as I enjoy making them. I'm just gonna save the game, and and I just enjoy doing these videos because I do take them seriously. Don't get me wrong, I do take these seriously. So I guess I'll catch you guys later.